Almost 2 in 5 Americans say that living here is no longer enjoyable, and almost 1 of 5 straight up say, I am planning to leave Donald Trump's America. Now, remember that 2 weeks ago, we did this story about record number of Americans are looking to leave. The companies that help you get golden visas or whatever the case may be are seeing a huge upsurge in the number of requests. It's even worse than we thought. A shocking new survey has found that 17% of American adults, that's almost 1 in 5, want to move out of the United States within the next 5 years. And even more concerning, 5% are actually planning to take concrete steps to leave. 2% are already in the process of taking concrete steps to leave the country. Now, let me be clear about what's happening here. This is not just people casually saying, oh, I might like to live somewhere else someday. These are Americans who are actively looking to leave their own country because they are deeply concerned about the direction the country is heading. The survey was done by Talker Research, and it found that millennials are leading this exodus. A full quarter of them, or of us, I guess, since I'm in that group, want to relocate abroad. This is the generation that really came of age during the 2008 financial crisis, crushed by student loan debt, often can't afford housing, and now witnessing this rapid erosion of rights and democratic norms in Trump's America, and many of us are sick of it. Now, one relevant question is, well, where do these people want to go? The top choice is Canada. 19% of those who want to leave say Canada is my preferred destination. It's really difficult to move to Canada. Now, it's not hard to see why people would want to go there. 41% say universal health care is a major draw for Canada, but it is very difficult to move to Canada. Americans, to a degree, are leaving because they want actual health care that doesn't bankrupt them. That is a profound indictment of the American system. Now, after Canada was Italy, England, Australia, Ireland, and there were other countries there as well. But here's what I find maybe most disturbing about these findings. 69% of respondents, so this is more than 2 out of 3, 69% of respondents say they're worried about the general direction the United States is heading. And 65% describe American society as having become toxic. This is not normal, okay? This is a crisis of confidence in American institutions and in American society. And the economic factors are equally troubling because more than half of respondents say living in the US is just no longer affordable. 55% say that the growing gap between rich and poor is limiting their opportunities. Almost 40% say they believe they'd have a better chance at financial security in a different country. And then there's also work-life balance, where 57% said the approach in the US to work-life balance is inadequate, working ourselves to death while other countries provide mandatory paid vacation, paid family leave, reasonable work hours, and a whole bunch of other legal infrastructure to sort of limit the degree to which work can completely take over your life. Maybe most damning, 65% believe our healthcare system is broken, and 66% believe that the education system is broken. And we have, when you look at the federal government right now, an administration that says they will fix the healthcare system with something that after 5 years, Trump still can't name, and that they will fix the educational system by getting rid of the Department of Education and letting for-profit and Linda McMahon sort of have at it. These are, in a functional society, fundamental pillars, and many Americans have completely lost faith in them. In my book, by the way, The Echo Machine, the first hardcover copy, which I have here, I have a chapter. Which chapter is this? Whose book is this? I don't recognize any of this stuff. No, I have a chapter called, oh my goodness. I think I forgot to put the chapter in the book. No, I'm completely kidding. I have a chapter in the book where we actually go through the countries that have figured out some of these things. Do they suffer when it comes to the stuff we are told is uniquely American? Are the business environments so much worse in countries that take care of their citizens, like Finland and Denmark, for example? Can you not start a successful business there? It turns out you can. Can you not individuate yourself and do what you want to do? No, it turns out that you can, but you can do it while also knowing that no matter what job you have or none at all, you'll have healthcare, or that no matter what job you have or none at all, your kids will have reasonably good educations. So we talk about that significantly in the book. And it's important to mention that this is not all due to Trump. Trump didn't break the systems that are broken, and Trump isn't singularly responsible for people now wanting to leave and go to another country. These numbers didn't just, it's not that 0% wanted to leave 2 months ago and now 17% want to leave. The important link to Trump is that on all of the reasons people are thinking I might get out, he has presented no credible path to lessening the reasons that people are wanting to leave. And that is something that does matter, especially when people say, well, it's not even theoretically going to get better next year or the year after that or the year after that. And then I'll be waiting for the next president to fix it. And a percentage of people, 17% want to do it, 2% are in process of doing it. For a lot of people, they're saying, why would I wait 5 years to see if things start improving? Let me improve them for myself right now. Final thought on that. We've spoken before. I know some of you are going to get angry about this, that I'm bringing it up again. If everybody just leaves because these systems are broken, the systems will remain broken and they will be even worse for the people that stay. So at scale, we need people to stay and fight to fix these systems. In addition to that, I will never tell any individual person, you need to stay, rather than saying, hey, you know what? I can't fix everything. I'm going to figure out a way to go to wherever will have me. Again, remember, it's hard to get into a lot of these countries. I am going to go wherever to improve my life now and improve my family's life now, or potentially the life of my future family. I will never tell anyone you're doing the wrong thing for yourself. While I recognize that at scale, if everybody abandons, the systems will work even more poorly. I have a book coming out. I've spent a long time working on this. I couldn't be more excited to share it with you. It is called The Echo Machine, and it answers a crucial question. How did American politics get so broken? And just as importantly, how do we fight back effectively before it's too late? Trump back in the White House, damage piling up, an administration filled with extremists and loyalists, attacks on democratic institutions, policies hurting working people. If you've felt like you're screaming into the void and watching democracy slip away, my book, The Echo Machine, will help you make sense of what's happening and also give you an idea of what we can do about it. Go to davidpakman.com/echo or find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Audible, Kindle, anywhere books, ebooks, and audiobooks are sold. You can also call any local bookstore and say, I'd like David Pakman's The Echo Machine from Beacon Press. Pre-orders make a huge difference. Please support the book at davidpakman.com/echo.